Guys, look at that cup of tea in the sun. It is hot in the UK now. Might be too hot. If I hear anyone moan about it being too hot, I swear I will unfollow you. Because we have had the worst year for weather, so let's not be moaning about it now. It always happens, doesn't it? You sort of have no sun for so long, and then when it does actually come, people then start going, oh, it might be too hot. Start complaining about it. But anyway, I just wanted to show you around my July garden in the sun, which I haven't been able to really do. And look at that view. Really loving this border this year. I did a reel about it the other day, you might have seen it, with the hydrangea Annabelle. It just looks absolutely incredible reflecting the sun. You got the Verbena bonariensis. I always butcher that, but you know what I mean. Just looks incredible. Pollinators love it. And then I need to do a bit of deadheading, so don't judge me. We have the hardy geraniums. You can see I need to do a little bit of deadheading, but it is looking absolutely incredible. I've really loved this border this year. Probably been one of my favourites. I've got the lettuce and everything planted up in here. I planted a load of marigolds in here, and I tell you what, yeah, don't look at this, I need to water that, don't I? But yeah, I tell you what, they've been absolutely butchered by the slugs. I think we've all got problems with slugs this year, but what is it with slugs absolutely loving marigolds? I can't seem to get away with planting them in this border anymore. Got my cosmos to go out. Got my geums having a little soak in here because it has been hot in here. So dianthus, snapdragons still haven't gone out, echinacea, salvia. Got this rose, this is the Emma Bridgewater rose. Bought it for my other half. Dahlia Starburst, I think it's called. Did a reel on it last year and then managed to get my hands on it, so got 3 of those that I need to plant up. And then I put these tomatoes in really late, so they're really far behind the ones that are outside over here. But look at those, like in the last few days these have just got girthy. And that's how we like our tomato plants. So yeah, looking good. So the bird bath that used to be in that Italian, what I used to call the Italian section, but it's not really Italian anymore. Anyway, I've put it here. These have obviously been butchered by slugs this year and snails. But yeah, it is what it is. We have to just make the most of it, don't we? And I've got these plants here. I got these from Hilltop. I did a video that I'm going to post this week for them. And yeah, I'm loving these combos. I know the hydrangea will get sort of up a bit, but I'm sort of foreseeing that this foliage here will start to be sort of cut. So yeah, that's why I've got the hydrangea sort of so close. And then we've got the heucheras and some Japanese ferns. In hindsight, I probably didn't need that many, so yeah, some of those might go elsewhere. But yeah, they just look awesome. How you've got like the purple in the centre of there, and you've got the pinks of the flowers bringing out the hydrangea. Hydrangea leaves are quite dark, and then you've got like the Japanese ferns. Yeah, really love this combo. So yeah, once I'd sort of cut this camellia, I think I mentioned it on the other video, once I'd cut this camellia, I was like, oh my word, it's just so bare down there, like I need to fill it. So this is the peony. It got some sort of I think like fungal thing this year, so I had to cut it back after it had got to a certain height, so it hasn't flowered this year. So I'm just letting the leaves get as much energy as they can, so hopefully we'll get flowers on there next year. I've mowed the lawn, guys, finally. And yeah, this border here, it's not looking great. I think I want to do one level of sleeper, just so when little man is playing football, if it goes over there, there's nothing to worry about. And then just sort of separate the grass from the actual border, because it is a problem in that the grass just sort of grows into the border, so yeah, a little bit annoying. Excuse the black bin liner. There was cat poo that I've chucked into there and then left it there, obviously. Tree ferns looking amazing as usual. This section is one of my favourite sections. I love, you can see the pull-up bar above. I love just doing pull-ups in there, and it's literally like you're somewhere else. This hollyhock has been a long time coming, let me tell you. Yeah, I was struggling with the leaves getting a lot of rust previous years, and then having to sort of cut them all off, and yeah, really infuriating. The red hot pokers have finally arrived. Let me tell you, like, it's been a bad year. Like, I can normally that red hot pokers long here are just normally popping. That's why it looks so bare here, and normally I don't have to do anything. And yeah, it's just been a bad year for them. I'm not really sure why. Maybe I should have mulched that border more, so maybe that's something I need to be a little bit aware of. Oh, I did see one thing the other day when I was mowing the lawn. Look at these. So I'm thinking that this is verbena, and I'm thinking that this, I actually don't know what it's called. Is that plant there that's been like that can't have dried out because we've had so much rain, so that must be slugged. But I've got another one here, so yeah, that's obviously self-seeded there. So I just sort of gave it a bit of room so that I can pull those out and pop them up. It'll be awesome. 3 plants, yes please. Yeah, what else do I want to show you? So this section, like I say, is looking awesome. That back border, I do want to move this back, yeah, just, and then so I'm gonna plant that just in that corner there. I think move the ferns forward. I've got like a couple of hostas in there that just get mullered by the slugs and the snails. I'm gonna get them out so that, and put them in pots so I can try and protect them a little bit more. And yeah, let move this. I love this because it's Corsica, the variety of it, but I love it because I think it does look like very much like a jungle sort of plant. It self-seeds like mad, so you can see there's one there with the hardy geraniums, which they've looked amazing this year. And then you can see like this one here, this self-seeded as well. So that's not something where I thought, oh, I'll put that there. That's literally self-seeded and then grown massive. So yeah, I probably need to think about where to put that at some point as well, because it obviously blocks the things. But yeah, it's one of them where I've not been able to get outside this year much because of the rain. And at times, you can see there's no point in getting upset. It's been a good year for slugs and snails. This is my baby. I think I showed you my ripple effect last video. This is my other favourite. So this is Snake Eyes. Just such a cool name. See the crow, that looks mint. The crocosmia coming up. That crocosmia is such a, especially this orange, the normal one. I don't know what that variety is called, but it gets a little bit of hate because it is a little bit fuggish. So yeah, but looking amazing. Oh guys, I need to do a little bit of dead in there. I'll show you all the bad bits as well as the good bits. This is a foxglove tree, which is awesome. Sophie off of Instagram said to me one time, like, you may know her, but yeah, she said to me one time, like, oh, you need to get one. So I got one and I've not been disappointed. Yeah, hopefully next year it'll be even higher and it'll give it that little bit of height at the back there. So having to remember to water this black bamboo. And guys, I think this was here last time, but I hadn't planted it because I think I planted it up one evening this week. So you have to let me know. But I'm absolutely loving it. Obviously, yeah, with this all of a sudden the sun, I'm gonna have to, yeah, cut that off. And it's just made the area, like before, it looked, the whole area looked a little bit empty. Just having that in, it's sort of just, yeah, lifted everything up. The dahlias are actually starting to grow now. Ooh, we've got some buds on those ones, so that's cool. But looks like it's got some slug or snail. So I'm gonna have to come out tonight, aren't I? Flipping green fingered city boy scissor hands. there was a dahlia there, and as we was planting it in, my little boy patted it down and then squashed the thing, and then there was another one and I like stood on it, so I need to put one in there. And obviously you can see like I've not planted these, and look at the delphinium that I've put there and then just not planted. There's one over there as well. I want to rejig this area a little bit. You can see that the olive trees, I didn't water them enough last year, guys, so that's my fault. I managed to save one by giving it a harsh cut and giving it a good feed, so we've got that one. So yeah, what I want to do is I want to bring these guys, Del Piero over there, and I can't remember what I called him, but yeah, I want to bring them this way a little bit so that they're where the olive trees are, so you see them a little bit, because I feel like they're a little bit lost now. And then so I'm going to put these guys on that back bit probably, just behind, so it can sort of grow up, and yeah, then get a load of the dahlias in and other stuff hopefully. Don't look at the roses too closely because there's a lot of black spot. I need to get out and just yeah, do a lot of that. Look at the apples, guys, my word. And yeah, this is another sort of favourite section of mine. It does get to a point where when the roses flowered it looks a bit messy, so I need to sort of cut that back so you can sort of see the mirror, so it sort of lightens the area. I don't know if you can even see the mirror. So the mirror is just there, and yeah, just need to sort of tidy it up a little bit, but you can see the leaves falling into there. It's just a bit of a rigmarole. When you've got other stuff to sort of do, it's hard to do those sort of little jobs that are just sort of making it look a little bit prettier. This is obviously done really well. I've just deadheaded the lupins and some of the others, so that's why there's not really any flowers there. Cannas are coming up. Agapanthus looks incredible. How can you not love Agapanthus? It's just awesome, isn't it? So one thing I do is I underplant my cannas with dianthus, so because it comes back every year, so I'm not using bedding that I'm having to buy every year and stuff like that. And yeah, I find that works really well for me. So yeah, cannas are waking up. Hopefully this is a bit dry now because it was raining a few days ago. And these guys have done really well. Really pleased with how these have done. They look really cool. So yeah, that's how we're looking. This is always a little bit shadier, so I went for the heucheras and other stuff. Maybe I'll put a couple of those heucheras or ferns in there if I've got too much for that area. The hydrangea Annabelles, they're looking good, so hopefully they sort of really fill this area in the coming years. Potatoes look like they need to be harvested, so we'll get a load of them. And yeah, looking good for some reason. So I planted these hostas in here. One of them did really well, and then one of them didn't do very well at all. So you can see this one here has loved it, but that one at the back, it just started to go a bit yellow, so maybe it was a little bit too wet for that one. Look at that, oh my word, that's been like eaten by something. Look at that, that is crazy. So I forget what it's called. It begins with C. It's red something or other. It's C. It's lobelia, isn't it? And it's literally something's eaten that. Well, it shows that I've had some wildlife in my little container pond, doesn't it? So yeah, obviously, guys, I need to tidy all this up, but I'll show you so that you don't think my garden's perfect, because it's far from it. And then these dahlias, they were so far behind, but they've really started to wake up now, so I'll give a little test for that. So yeah, I need to probably water that today. But yeah, I want to get this sort of all tidied. But yeah, guys, like so this is the view. Someone commented on my last video and said how it's a shame you can't see the pond, and I agree. Like so this is my view of the pond. I like to sit here with a cup of tea, and then obviously I can see it. So yeah, I need that's the sort of view that I used to have from here. But obviously that sort of tree, the Taxus baccata sort of blocks it now. But I used to love that view, and I used to love filming stuff from here and just, oh, I'm falling over some pots. I used to love filming stuff from here and then just sort of, yeah, like getting through to that view. But yeah, guys, that is my garden at the minute. I'll turn you around. I will continue to update you. As you can see, I'm trying to get rid of my t-shirt tan. I should have worn a white vest, and then it would have just looked like I was wearing a t-shirt, wouldn't it? But yeah, t-shirt tan's a little bit bad this year, unfortunately. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you can like and subscribe, that'll be amazing, of course. But more importantly, look after yourself, and I'll catch you on the next one.